Okay, we're going to work a little Dust in the Wind. Just the intro is all I want to work on this video because I want to use it more of as a finger picking exercise. But first, I kind of need to go over the chords to the intro. All you're doing is a C and an A minor, and you're doing different iterations of both of those chords. So you got C for 4 measures, and A minor for 4 measures, C for 4 measures, and A minor for 4 measures. So you'll do one finger picking pattern per measure for each of those chords. But the iterations of the chord are different because you got a C, then an open second string, which would be a 0 on the second string, 3 on the second string, 3rd fret, then back to 1, which is the regular C. That's your first set of 4 measures. So 1, 0, 3, 1. And here the 1, 0, 3, 1 just refers to what my index finger and pinky are doing on the second string. Either the O, open string, 1, 1st fret, or 3, 3rd fret. All around this C chord. So, and you can just as easily say C major 7, C9, and back to C. But I prefer, it's easier for me to remember just the single number, 1, 1, 0, 3, 1. And then the A minor will then start with the O, 3, 1, O. Your next C will start with the 3, 1, O, 3. And then your next A minor will start with a 1, O, 3, 1. And that's the whole intro. 4 measures per chord, and each measure is either a 1, a 0, or a 3. Since you only have 3 numbers, 3 fret numbers, and 4 chords, then they overlap. So you have 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1. Ends on the 1, which is the regular A minor on the 1st fret, index finger on the 1st fret. So you'll notice the repeating pattern of 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3. Okay, so the fact that there's only 3 numbers, 1, 0, 3, 1, but there's 4 measures, means that they'll overlap. So that each measure does not necessarily start on a 1. The C, the first C, will start on a 1, 0, 3, 1. But the A minor starts on an O, open, 3, 1, O. And then the C, next C will start on the 3, 1, O, 3. And then the next A minor will start on the 1, O, 3, 1. It's just the way it works out. So you got 1, O, A minor, 3, 1, O, 3 on the C, 1, O, 3 on the A minor, 1, O, 3, 1. I did a little hammer on that one. And that gives me a little better way to wrap my brain around the order of those chords in the intro than thinking C major 7, C9, and then A minor open, A minor whatever suspended, and all that kind of thing. I just think 1, 0, 3, 1, that's the whole intro. And now we'll go over the right hand stuff, which is the real reason for this video. Okay, so what my right hand is doing, I'm just going to work with open strings, and I'm in standard tuning here, so it's going to sound kind of weird, but that's okay. My thumb is on 5 and 4, just going back and forth between 5 and 4, 5th string, 4th string, over and over, like so. So my C chord will sound like this. My A minor will sound like this. Okay? And that's all my thumb is doing, is going from 5 to 4, back and forth. Now, my index finger, I'm just going to reserve that for the 3rd string for right now, for the intro. Second, my middle finger is going to go to the 2nd string. So index on 3, middle on 2. So they're just alternating back and forth. Okay, so my first lick that I hit is going to be 5 and 2 at the same time. That's called a pinch. At least it's called a pinch on the banjo. Okay, now the next thing that's going to happen is my thumb's going to go to 4. And my index is going to go to 3. My thumb goes back to 5. My middle goes to 2. My thumb goes to 4. My index goes back to 3. So I start with a pinch. 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. My hand's getting tired, so I'm going to go to the open strings. Just like so. 5 and 2 pinch. 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. Now the other thing to remember is that the pinch is a quarter note. So you're counting 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and so you have a quarter note followed by a series of eighth notes. So it'd be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. If you think of a quarter note and then 3 pairs of eighth notes, and each pair of eighth notes equals a quarter note, so that you have 4 beats to the measure, still 4 quarter notes to the measure. But the last 3 quarter notes are split up into 2 eighth notes each. Pinch, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and that's real important because we don't want to be, you know, it has to be real nice and even. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay? So, first of all, I would really recommend get your thumb started getting used to that. Keep your thumb away from these other strings. Keep your index and middle away from the bass notes. Thumb is for bass notes. Middle and index are for lead notes. Pinch. 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. And then you just do the identical pattern running through all the chords that we discussed in the first half of the video. And here again I'm thinking of 1. O is my chord on the C. 3 on the C. Back to 1. Going to A minor with an open. And if you have trouble with landing the chords in rhythm, practice just the chords. Okay, so here's the whole thing kind of sort of up to speed. I close the video. And you'll notice also I tend to like to brace my pinky here while I'm doing this kind of finger style work, especially if I'm using my thumb and not a flat pick, because that's the way I do it on the banjo too.